work on you. Get up and make it work. Yo, if I could do it, then work on you. Get up and make it work. Ain't no way that I'm sitting around. It's now or never, I'm picking a first. You can't tell me that I won't make it. Knew that I had the skills since birth. Grinding, came out the mud like...
Touchdown in Dubai and I am very tired. It's like 6 in the morning, heading to the marina. The only reason I'm able to do this is because I manage some Airbnbs in the UK and that business just runs itself. And so when I even say that out loud, that's still crazy because I was working in tech sales and it just hurt. It just hurt me to do that. It hurt me because I knew I had more in the tank. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew I needed to do something. I knew I needed to take some action, and this Airbnb thing just kind of presented itself to me. It was never like in the roadmap necessarily. It was just presented to me as a means to bring in money, and I was like, okay, let's just do that. And I just committed to myself to doing it, and here we are. As time's went on, the business has now like gotten better and better. I've hired better and better team members. I have team members in Venezuela, I have team members in the Philippines, I have team members in Bangladesh, and now that just ticks along. Like waking up every day and just pinching myself at where it's all arrived, because like Dubai was never in the roadmap. I was never expecting to be here at all. I actually kind of had a wall up against Dubai, if I'm being honest. I used to think Dubai was fake and shallow and just like not for me. Obviously I set myself up here because, you know, I haven't been in the UK in 6 months. Even though my business is there, I began the coaching journey, and what's so exciting about it is that everyone's winning. Everyone's making like insane leaps of self, insane mental leaps, because as you don't believe in yourself when you're in a 9-to-5, no one believes that they can build a business, because otherwise, what? You would have built one. You would have built a business if you could believe you could do it. So you have to do it even though you believe you don't have the capability. Everyone in there is making insane progress, and so because of that, I've decided, right, let me set that business up here. I don't want to be back in the UK, and so I'm going to spend some time of the year in Dubai now, even though I never wherever would have thought I would have done this. Yet here I am. So yeah, anyway, look at this, like crazy shit. I have my coffee. Yeah, this place has got me thinking really big right now, because ultimately, why is the coaching business I've created work worth doing? Why does it exist? What is its function? Its function is to reach back out to more people like me in a 9-to-5 job who don't believe in themselves, to then help them believe in themselves, help them conjure and cultivate that belief. And whether you come and work with me one-to-one, whether you come in and just interact with my content, like that's what this whole ethos, this whole thing is for, is to help people start to believe in themselves, and then just pick any fucking way to make money and get out of that job, and then everything downstream in that will just make itself known to you. I had never planned to start doing a podcast. I never started planning to do coaching. Like this was never in the roadmap, man, but it just because of the freedom and flexibility I've been afforded, I've just actually started to just do whatever the fuck I want, which is not something I could have done before. I wasn't able to like say what I wanted or do what I wanted, and now I can, and so I do. Point is that what it starts out as is not what it might end up as, but you just need to move. Plans for the day is I'm going to record some content with a friend Javier. Then after that, I'm going to go and do a gym session. I'm going to record some more content myself, and then I'm going to go and do some client meetings later on today. So good day.
Living day to day has been tough. Father at my side, simply being alive has been rough. No, she won't be gone forever. There are many times I find it feels that way. And I'm not trying to forget her, just understand how I'll be feeling on that day.
Look at that building in particular is just insane. I have been just kind of taken in the city. I went to play paddle yesterday with Dan, who's a friend, also does Airbnb coaching as well, really great guy, and Ibrahim, also the guy who hypnotized me, if you recall my video on hypnosis. And I'm just kind of taking it all in. Like today's been crazy. Stripe have withheld £10,000 of my money, which is not great. I've also had a new client sign up to join my coaching program to build an Airbnb business. His name's Liam. Liam's in the UK from South Africa. I just really connected with his story and feeling like he's kind of stuck to his sales job, like very high paying, but just like these questions about like, is there fucking more to my life, you know? And that is exactly where I was in my sales role in London, just being like, this is so good, but what, isn't there more I could be doing with my life? Do I not have more in the tank? And that hurts. It hurts to have, obviously there's worse things in life, there's world hunger, but you know, on an individual level, it's kind of shit to have those questions. And it's everything in your world. You have those questions. pretty much all you can think about. It's like a toothache. Everything in life is fucking fine until you get a toothache. Then there is nothing else that you are thinking about in the world. I'm going out for some dinner now. I'm about to get picked up in a Ferrari. Connor, who I met in Bali, really great guys from Ireland, he is picking me up in a Ferrari and we're going for dinner. Anyway, the next clip you're going to see is going to be me in the Ferrari. Look at that.
Kenny now. My resume is real enough for 2 millenniums. A better way to make a way, start defending them. I meditate and moderate all of my wins again. I'm hanging on the fence again. I'm always on your mind. I put my lyric and my lifeline on the line. Ain't no limit when I might shine, might grind. You rolling with it at the right time, right now. Only for the dollar sign.
Bad girl, leave it now. Swear, leave it now. On your pulse, like a CDM. Gas on the bitch, like it's premium. Call ass on the bitch.
Wow, that was insane. I was driving through some futuristic city from like another world in a fucking Ferrari. Wow. Oh my god. Kind of surreal, you know, like surreal. Like I knew Dubai was going to be, you know, big and grand, but this actually is way bigger and way grander than I was expecting. I can't help but think how not long ago I used to be in an office. Wonder if I would ever do anything outside of it. If my life was just set to be one of those ones that plodded along reluctantly in my job for the rest of my life. I really thought that was what was ahead. And to now be here, I almost forget that sometimes. I almost forget, like, fuck, I really didn't think I would ever be able to do this. And I'm not even doing anything that crazy. I just made a little bit of money, left my job, built a small business, get to travel, get to live as I please, because I don't need to do that in order to get money anymore. So it's not even that remarkable. I'm saying it as if I went to space. I barely did anything at all, but it was my mountain I needed to climb. It was my Everest, and I'm still climbing it. You know, once you get to one peak, another one appears, and another one will appear after I climb this one. Now my journey has developed into this new thing that I didn't expect to be when I began it, and it's great because I can just continue to develop. I can continue to change. This game I'm playing doesn't just end when I reach 10, 15k a month. You know, that's the sort of common goal anyone in a job has, and it's certainly one I had. To think back on being there to now being here, just feel very lucky, I guess. You know, money isn't everything. I think we all know that. Choice is everything. Being able to just decide what you do on any given Tuesday, that to me is everything. And it was everything when I was working in sales. I just hated that I had to be there, do that, say this, play the game, do the corporate hoop, jump in and play the political shit that they have to play in there. And it's all just for money. Everyone's just there just to get paid. Whatever the fuck, people will say they love the culture and all that stuff, and they probably do, and the culture's nice and great, but it sedates you, makes you forget that you are just there to get money off them, and if they weren't paying you, you would not be there. And you understand that, then you know that you got to change. I've heard before people saying how heroin is just as addictive as a monthly salary. And when you think about it, it is. It makes sense. And my life isn't without problems. Like I still worry about shit. I still think about things going wrong. I still think I'm not enough. I'm still insecure about shit. Like, this doesn't just mean you're invincible, but it does mean that you are free. If you get money and you sort out money, then you're free. There really is more to life. You know, if you have that question of, is there more to life than my desk job? Let me tell you now, categorically, there is. I don't even know what to say. I just keep saying, like, oh, this is insane. Because it is. It is. Like, look at this thing I'm looking at here. Are you crazy? Come on. Oh my god. What the fuck? With the Burj Khalifa. Like, this thing is... I can't actually believe what I'm witnessing here. I think my mind hasn't caught up to the circumstances I find myself in my life. My mind still kind of thinks I'm in a job a little bit sometimes. I'm trying to remember to be grateful. I'm not always grateful. I think sometimes I'm always busy. I'm always like doing shit, and I definitely need to remember to be more at peace. I think I'm a peaceful guy. I think I'm chill, you know. I think I've got a relaxed vibe, maybe relaxed demeanor, maybe not. I definitely need to be more grateful, intentional gratitude, because I swear to God, the more I've been doing that, I feel like when I am grateful, shit just comes to me. Like, look at this. Like, are you kidding me, man? I think as life has progressed for me, I've realized that, you know, all these ideas that I think I have for my life, in a few months they can be turned on their head, and that's scary, and it's also beautiful. You know, there's people in my life now who I didn't know 6 months ago. There's no blueprint for all this. We're all just winging it. And being here in Dubai, I started to look around at just, like, you know, the amount of wealth in the world, and the amount of, like, just different worlds. Like, this is like a different world out here. It's all there for the taking, all of it. you want to do anything, you can just go ahead and do it anytime. I guess I'm just trying to show an authentic insight into what it's like in my life right now. I guess like I kind of sell my lifestyle, right? I'm kind of selling the dream in the sense that people who work with me are in a 9-to-5. People in a 9-to-5 for tech sales. A lot of tech sales people work with me because that's where I was, right? And you know, they want to be location independent. They want to be flexible, and showing what life is really like is probably, I guess, a duty of mine to do that and to show what's like inside my head, given that a lot of people in the world would want what I have, and I think it's important to be authentic. Like being location independent, having a lifestyle, all that shit is like great, but it doesn't like solve all your problems. You're still a human being, like, you know, but you just don't have a boss. so that's pretty good. No, it is actually really sick, and it's only when I chat to somebody who has a 9-to-5 now that I'm just like, they're just like, oh no, I can't, I have to go and work. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like that's genuinely my reaction, because I'm just so far detached from it now, and which is crazy to say because it wasn't even that long ago, but like you really adjust really quickly to the idea of just waking up and doing what you want. And now I want to work. Now I wake up and I'm like, yeah, let's go, because I'm on a mission now. I'm on a tear now. I'm after catching a bit of a wave now.
I'm giving you a night call, tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills.
Had this Airbnb business for like 3 years now. In the past 18 months or so, probably longer now, coming on like 2 years, I've just been pretty flexibly living with this business. Where have I been? I've been in Albania, Morocco, Egypt 3 times. I went to Egypt 3 times, Madeira. Now I'm in Bali for 6 months. Now I'm in Dubai in the past. Like I've just been all over the place. And in that time, I've kind of realized that like I was craving some new challenge, like the next thing. I was like, what is the next thing? I wasn't inside me, a calling wasn't inside me to like scale the business like crazy. I wasn't feeling the urge to do that. I was kind of liking traveling and socializing and being around people. But what was making itself known to me was to help other people get what I had, which is like unlimited flexibility and the ability to travel. And I think, you know, through starting the podcast last year, Work Worth Doing podcast, doing like 37 episodes, something like that of the pod, like the intention was always to like help people, right? I wanted to help people get the fuck out of their job. And I thought I'd be able to do that with a podcast, to be honest, but I think a podcast is, while it's well attended, it doesn't necessarily have the tools to get money, which is what you need to leave a job, right? So that's kind of like, it's always been in me to try and like help people get out of their 9-to-5. I think I just didn't really have the vehicle. At least I didn't think I had. I didn't really think that I was able to help people build an Airbnb business. I just didn't think I would have it in me to help them. To be honest, I used to think that like I built a shit business, and it just goes to show the way we talk to ourselves and how we view things. Because it was only when I'd be like talking to other people who owned Airbnb business, I was like, hold on a minute, my business is clean, man. Because like I would just not do anything. Like I optimized it for me not doing anything. Why? Because I didn't want such a guest. I didn't want to deal with maintenance issues. You know, like that wasn't what I built it for. You know, I built it to be somewhat more free. And so in being free and then starting the podcast and traveling, I eventually arrived on like, wait a minute, I can help people with an Airbnb business. What am I talking about? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not using this thing that I literally did to help other people do the same thing? And eventually I did. 3 months ago, we started the Work Worth Doing coaching program, where I'm effectively just giving my blueprint of my business, Parea Living, to my clients so that they can, in as quick time frame as possible, just get stuck in, find landlords clients, and then use my systems to run the business. And in 3 short months, we've had 12 clients come on. And it's just like, I'm like, what is going on here? This is crazy. Some of them are friends. Some of them are people I've never met before. Some of the people have watched me for a while. And I'm just so honored to be doing this with them, like to help them go on this crazy journey of entrepreneurship. It's so cool. And if you're in that place, if you're in tech sales, if you want to get out of your 9-to-5 job, there's a link below. You can jump on a call with me or my team, and we can have a chat about this for like 15 minutes and see if it's something you want to do. But I think it was just like something I've felt called to. I didn't know how I was going to help people, but now that I can, and I'm doing it this way, and it's also a business I really want to scale now, it's like, it just feels like everything's clicked, you know? It feels like everything's just just clicking, and I'm so excited by it, man. I'm so excited to help people go on that path. I've been kind of scared, you know, in the back of my head I've been thinking like, what if people think I'm a scammer and all this shit? And then I'm like, well, as long as I can rest my head on my pillow at night and know that I've done everything in my power to make sure that the people who've put their trust in me are successful, I don't give a fuck what anyone else says, because they're the only people I care about. The people who really put their trust in me, the people who are actually prepared to walk the walk and not just say they want to walk it, they're all I care about.